Boston College Eagles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense takes the field to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Burns. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pierce. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Boston College wants to play fast.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Golden Eagles are flying down the field. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Running through contact. Touchdown, Eagles. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Dropping back, it's Cano. With the catch, it's Murray. At the 45 on its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Here comes the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. We've been watching them all year, but David, it seems like they're starting to find themselves a little bit right now, having won the last 2.
Yeah, they're in the category of others receiving votes. Like, there's those next 26, 27, 28. These guys, they're right on the cusp of getting ranked. They've had a really good start to their season.
And they're about to get that recognition then if they...
Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the right. He's got it, and he's still running after the move.
What are these lucky-ass breaks, bro?
Quarterback and wide receiver get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, it's Cano. That's caught, it's Murray. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Finds his man, it's Murray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Murray. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Boston College right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Boston College! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, that's defensive play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Murray. Grab near the sticks, it's Cano. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught over the middle, it's Murray.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Cano. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
On the run from inside his own 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. On the ground, it's Burns. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boston College wants to play fast. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Eagles! A great catch and run for 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Set to kick off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Murray. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Under fire. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Cano. Here's a heat. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. On the move to his left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He breaks a tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's got it. On the move at the 30. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finds his man. It's Murray. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Oh, they're after him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Murray. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to throw, it's Cano. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burns. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw on third and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel.
Right down the gut of the field. The 20, 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Boston College, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move Boston College right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Off play action. Works the middle of the field. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boston College. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Murray. Caught near the sticks, it's Cano. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely fun.
Boston College wants to play fast. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
It's a reverse. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. they'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Murray. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes him the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Cano. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Boston College! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
and the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll leave it with him. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Boston College right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Touchdown, Eagles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cano. Makes the catch, it's Murray. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Murray. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Murray. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. They'll run the screen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he missed it. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. Quarterback empties his backfield. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes a knee. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up.